Hey everyone, this NHL Hockey News Reports. We're back in another video. Today we're talking about early look on what Conor Bedard could do for the Arizona Coyotes. Yesterday's the Arizona Coyotes we're talking about. We're talking about the Canadians and the Canucks. This is the third team out of like 15-ish that we're going to be doing this series about Bedard and the impact he could have on each of these teams. So obviously, I'm just going to talk about the Coyotes, where they are at this moment, how they doing. Obviously, they've been rebuild mode the last couple of years. Last year and this year too. I think we know that. Um, the Coyotes have always been a team that you can't fall asleep on because they will beat you then. But they are a team that, 25 or to 32 in the league. They are 29th right now, 13, 21, and 5 with 31 points. They've been doing a bit better lately, but not as of late. A little falling apart a little as of late, but lately in general they haven't been too bad. Um, and the Coyotes, they have a young team. They're really trying to rebuild, make this team great. And adding Bedard, like I keep saying, the last two videos will speed up the rebuild. They have guys that we're going to talk about later in this video, so watch to the end to see what I mean. But Bedard, this team is 4 years away from maybe trying to make the playoffs. Really trying to be like, all right, we're building on toward a playoff, appearance now. We'll start winning. You know what I mean? This year, next year, it's going to be like, okay, now we can start looking toward that now, right? So, and maybe by 3, 4 years, they will be in the playoffs. So this year, next year, you would think, right? So, yeah, let's get into now. Some of the centers the Coyotes have right now. Not the UFAs the Coyotes had this season. I did not put them on the board. Um, but teams that at least next season have a contract to have a little term, at least to next season, right? So, I'm going to show you right now, like we did in the other videos, as we can look here at what we got. So, starting off with centers here, what we got. Nick Schmaltz, Barrett Hayden, Travis Boyd, and Jack McBain, all your centers at this point. Schmaltz does have a longer term deal. He actually had the longest term on the centers for being a center, as we know, here for the Coyotes. Um, he's got 4 years left. And yeah, there you go at 5.85 million. At 26 years old. So, Schmaltz is a guy who's been there. They can use that guy for being that veteran presence. Even though he's 26, he's seen things surrounding the Coyotes organization. He's been there already 5 years, and that's not talking about before he was traded to the Blackhawks. In that trade, for Polini and Strom. But, yeah, there you go. So Schmaltz is a guy who definitely can help him out for, you know, veteran presence there. Barrett Hayden's another guy that he picked high in the draft a couple of years ago, maybe like 4 years ago, I should say now. He has 12 points in 39 games this year, doing better this year. Not too bad this year, but, they thought a little bit more of him. But he's a guy that will be sticking around for now, I believe. So he has 2 years this year, next year. So we'll see how he does, He's a big, center and can win face-off, two-way center, so that's good. And they have Travis Boyd, who, one of these guys will come around and say, hey, I'll play for you. You're going to give me time, right? Not like other teams will probably put him in like the fourth line or the AHL. He gets a chance here with the Coyotes, and he gets 1.75 for this year and next year, which is great for him. He probably loves it. In Arizona, he's been great. Last year, 35 points for him, career high for him. 14 points in 39 games this year. Definitely very good for him again. So there you go. For Travis Boyd, and then Jack McBain, who's a rookie this year. Talking about Jack McBain, he's 23. They traded him. They got him from Minnesota for like a second round pick after being the NCAA. 9 points in 39 games, not too bad. Nothing, popping out, but not too bad, right? As I would say. Okay, so now let's look at some prospects here and how Bedard will fit in with what they have right now and these prospects coming up. Eventually, some have to be signed. A couple in the AHL right now with the Roadrunners, but mostly college. A couple are signed though. All right, Logan Cooley. They got him third overall. He's on the small side, but he's a dynamic forward. I understand why they picked Cooley over Shane Wright in the draft. Shane Wright is more that two-way, more responsible type of center, but Cooley brings this offensive flair to him that the Coyotes need. The Coyotes need to sell tickets, put people in the seats. And even though Wright would do that, it'd be more exciting to have Cooley do that with his offensive ability. He has shown that this year in the NCAA for sure. We have also John Filipselli there too, another guy that are young, talented. Filipselli, they are very talented. Center too. Dylan Gunther, they also picked not this past draft, year before. Very good of a winger too. Looks very promising. Played great in the World Juniors, scoring the gold medal overtime game. Good for him. And they also have Mancelli here, who actually has been playing this year. Been a very good rookie. Not many people are talking about Mancelli. I want to put him out here. He's from Finland, Turku, Finland. 22 points in 30 games. He's been an underrated not underrated defenseman, underrated rookie this year. Very good Reno. Very interesting that he's been doing very good. He's been thriving. I think better than we ever thought. So good for him and his rookie season. So looking at Josh Doan, obviously Shane Doan was the best Coyote out there. I think we have to all say right. And this is his son Josh Doan. Josh Doan, he's learning. He'll get there eventually. He's 20, playing NCAA in Arizona right now. So he's been born. He was born in Arizona. Gets drafted by Arizona, and good for him. And you have Nathan Smith, and then you also have Julian Lutz, and then you have also Jane Jenick, who's in the AHL there. So you have some guys here. Even though they're going to be adding even more this season too. You think of what the Coyotes are going to be adding. Even though this is more about Bedard, but they got the first round pick this year, second, third round. They have two third rounds. Um, and then you have fourth, fifth, sixth, and no seventh. But that's all right. They got a lot of guys. Even in 2024, they have three second round picks, and then in the third round, they have four third round picks. So they have a lot. But thinking about Bedard, knowing what he could do for this team would be unbelievable. Adding to the group, imagine Bedard with Gunther and Mancelli there, or have a lineup of Bedard down the middle, along with second line with Cooley there, or something like that. That duo there. And then you have Gunther on the wing with Geek and Mancelli. That's just scratching the surface of what they could have right now. Just a dynamic team they could have. And look at that. They could have a really good team and a team that will sell, tickets and put people in the seats, which that's what they need. They need that. And definitely Bedard going to the Coyotes would definitely do that just himself. Just himself would do that. But if they're winning with him, that would make it amazing for them, for sure. So, yeah, this would be pretty amazing for them. If they can do it, that'd be great for them. And if they do, that's exactly what they need. It'll be like the Matthews type of player that they wanted. And that would just grow hockey in the desert, which is exactly what the NHL wants. They want to keep them in the desert. They want to grow hockey there. If they get Bedard, that'll be a big one for the NHL and for the Coyotes. But just a big one for the NHL, knowing this team can stay there, for sure. Oh wait, it still says Canucks prospects. That's my bad. I don't know how I didn't see that and change that. You know what I mean? Coyotes prospects. So, there you go. For sure, this team will be great with Bedard, with him or without him. but with him would just be what you need for the Coyotes for sure. So thanks for watching NHL News Reports. I'll see you next video. Bye.